Welcome to Calcast, your Create International podcast. God Network News, where we give you a new perspective
on events happening in our world today.
This is GNN.
This is God Network News, episode 111. Welcome, GNN fans, to another episode of God Network News, the podcast that tells you what God's doing around the world. Not what CNN tells you, but what GNN tells you is going on in the world. If you're tired of listening to all of that crisis network news and you want to hear what God's doing, well, give us a listen. Greetings, faithful God Network News fans and all you new listeners to God Network News. We're really excited to be bringing you fresh news from the field of what God's doing amongst unreached people group. And we want to thank you for all of you that listened to our series on the Middle East and all of the incredible stories and the comments that you gave. Please don't hesitate to put comments on our website and any questions you might have. And do visit those links that we have put in the show notes if you're interested in getting in contact with some of those interesting people that are behind the stories. And we want to start a whole new series, and this one is going to be very exciting. We've got tremendous amount of stories, fantastic, incredible stories of God's miracles from the continent of deep, dark Africa. Actually, it's not deep, dark Africa anymore because about 60% of the population of that continent are now believers in Jesus. But there are still many unreached people groups there, and we've got a lot of workers that are doing incredible work amongst those remaining unreached people groups. And I hope that you will be inspired by all of these great stories from the continent of Africa. So we're here with Paulo. He's going to share with us another story that's on his heart. Welcome, Paulo.
Yeah, thank you very much. This story is about a man called Julius, but his first name was Abdu. He came from a Muslim background. So one day I was showing Jesus film in Swahili language in one village in Tanzania. So during the time we were showing Jesus film, there is a point that we stopped. We just gave a pause in the move. So then we start to share our word with the people, and some people came ahead receiving Jesus. So it was very interesting because people, they were receiving Jesus as a Lord. So at the end of we showed the Jesus film, we stopped. I was just organizing my things and put the projector in the bag and some things and wires, mic. So I was preparing to put everything in my car and to go back home. So when I was preparing everything, so one man and one woman, they came to me. So then they said to me, "Can I just talk to you, missionary?" So then I said, "Yeah, okay, no problem." Then he said, "I'm sorry. The time that you pray for the people that were receiving Jesus, I didn't come ahead here to talk to you, to make the prayer, because I am Muslim. And nobody in the village, they cannot see that I was receiving Jesus as a Lord because I am Muslim." So, but he said, "But I made the prayer. When you made the prayer and when you said for us to repeat it, I was in my place there. I repeat in my heart. So, but now I want that you pray for me now. Can you just pray for me? Because almost everybody were gone. So then now just few people here. Now you can pray for me. Can you pray for me? I said, yes, of course I can pray for you, even for your wife. So then I start to pray for them. So I pray for them. So after they went for their home, so I went to my home, I got my things. After some days, I went back to that village just to follow up with some people that received Jesus as a Lord. So I met him. I met the guy called at the beginning Abdul, that now is Julius. So then I met Abdul and his wife. They came to me, we talked a little bit. So then I proposed to them to follow up with them, to start to teach, to make some discipleship with them. So they accepted. So then in the place that we were using just to gathering, it was under the tree, we were using a place to gather the people and teaching. So they start to come in our meeting in that village. So during 1 month, they were coming, all the meetings, they were there. Not only Abdul and his wife, but other people also. But anyway, I want to talk about Abdul and his wife, but now his name is Julius. So after 1 month, they were coming. I remember in one situation, he came just himself. His wife, she wasn't there. So then I asked him, where is your wife though? Is she okay? Then he said to me, yeah, she is okay. So in the next meeting, he came alone again. So then I asked, where is your wife? Is she okay? For the second time, and he said, yeah, she's okay. So in the other meeting, it was the third one without his wife. So then he came to me and he said, missionary, I want to share something with you if you allow me. I said, yes, no problem. You can share. You can tell your situation. And he said, that woman, she's not my wife. So then he told me his history. He came from an area in Tanzania, just in a border between Tanzania and Burundi, very far away from the place that we were talking and gathering together. So then he told me his history. He told me that he left his true wife and his kids in that area. He told me, I have 6 kids and 1 wife, and I left them in another area. I came to this area here to find job, but I didn't find any job. And now I got this new woman to live with me, but she doesn't want to come, that new woman. She doesn't want to come to the church again and follow Jesus. What I gonna do? I said to him, okay, don't you worry about this woman. If she doesn't want, no problem. And I said to him, in fact, she is not your wife. You are living with another person that is not your wife. And the interesting thing is, the same time that he received Jesus and we were making discipleship with him, one pastor in his original region preached to his true wife and to his kids. And she received Jesus there.
Oh my goodness, that's great.
Yeah, she received Jesus. She started to follow Jesus there. So then he told us the history. Then I asked the guy that helped me, that were helping me in the field, to try to contact the true family in that region. So then he passed us some contacts from some people in the area. So then the guy that were helping me, he succeeded to contact the true wife and the kids.
If you enjoyed this episode, please consider donating to help us continue to bring exciting stories fresh from the field. Visit our website at godnetworknews.com and select the PayPal link on the right side of the page, or consider becoming a Patreon partner to receive access to more valuable materials exclusive to our members.